listen to this module. Please, if you're going to listen to any module in this whole entire course, this is going to sound strange, but this is actually the most important one. You're not going to make any money in sales if your mind is not correct. The amount of people that I've helped get started, I've helped land roles, but then they don't hack it and they don't even get to 1K a month, 2K a month, 3K a month, never mind 5, 10, obviously the level that I'm at, about 10K a month. The amount of people I talk to that don't get there because of this one reason is insane. Like most of the people I talk to, they just don't have the mindset for sales, right? So I'm making this video to really give you a clear understanding that mindset is basically 90% of success, full stop. Never mind in sales, but specifically in sales. Full stop for sure. But I'm also running off about 4 hours sleep right now. So I thought, what better time to record a mindset video, and specifically how to use a task list, right? This is the easiest way to just hack your mindset and make sure no matter what gets done, you are making progress, right? Because a lot of people have a good mindset, but they don't actually know what to work on. They don't know what inputs to actually do. So I've literally given you guys 6 different tasks of what I used to do when I was trying to get started in sales, get to my first 2K, 5K a month. And for the people that are watching this that are even already at 4K, 5K a month, but again, obviously teaching you and helping you grow and improve your skills so you can get to the 10K, a task list is going to be super, super important. So I'm going to break down the task list here, but I want you to be aware, if you look at this here, feel free to swap these tasks to what suits you best, what keeps your confidence high, what keeps your mind in check. Feel free to swap it to your life because, for example, reading, meditating is on this list. Maybe that's not something that helps you. Maybe that actually hinders you. But make sure you're actually thinking about this. You're thinking about your mindset. You're thinking about what keeps your mind correct because this is what's actually going to make you money once you land the role. So first task, and this is honestly going to be mandatory for most of you. And if you are watching this video right now, you need to start on this today. Okay. If you don't have a sales role, you need to be moving. You need to be in motion. You need to be doing outreach. Okay. So outreach means you're reaching out to people and you're asking for a job. I actually had one of the guys in here, Tig, texted me on Snapchat last night, and he needs a video explaining how to do outreach and how to obviously go that route. I'm going to record that right after this video so you guys know how to actually outreach, but you need to be sending at least 25 a day minimum. The more you can send, the better. So you're basically looking for, again, business owners. I'm not going to go too deep into outreach on this video, but if you don't have a sales role, you need to be working on getting one ASAP because then you're in the world. You're at least in the door and yeah, you've got the capacity to make 1K a month, 2K a month, 3K a month, and everything becomes much easier after that. But make it a task, right? Like actually write it down, write down these tasks, maybe add one on, maybe change a couple. But once you write them down, your task list is set for that day, right? And it's like, just don't stop until the tasks are done. But 25 new outreaches on Instagram or Twitter with a loom. And I'm going to show you guys an example of a loom video as well. If you go to the section that's about landing a role, I'm going to show you how to actually do the outreach, but make sure you stick to it, right? Number 2, pick a healthy diet and stick to it. It doesn't matter what diet. Now, I'm not any crazy health freak, but I am in good shape. And I attribute a lot of my success, a lot of my mindset to being in good shape. If you're not in good shape, if you genuinely feel as though you're not healthy, like that's seriously going to hold you back. It's seriously going to fuck up your mindset. Like just be real with yourself, man. If you're fat, stop being fat. Like eat the right food, train every single day, right? But number 1, this task is just picking a healthy diet. But like the reason it's so important is so your mind can be clear. Again, I'm running off like 4 hours sleep, but my diet has been immaculate for the past 3 months. I've been locked in on a diet. So I feel okay. I feel like I can still get up. I can still get the work in. But also a super important reason for this, once you land the role in sales, and to be honest, I don't want to say once you land the role, because even when you don't have a role right now, which is the case for some of you guys watching, you need to treat yourself as a business. You need to treat yourself as you're trying to land the role every single day. And that is your role. You're doing outreach. You're selling people on, becoming an appointment setter for them, or becoming a closer for them. So you already have a role. Act as such. But anyone in sales, like, you need to have a good opinion of yourself. You need to feel good about yourself on sales calls when you're doing outreach to these business owners. How are you going to feel good about yourself if you're fat, or that you've kind of eaten shit that day, or you haven't trained that day? So picking a healthy diet is super, super important with sales, just to keep your mind right. Now, like, I do know unhealthy guys in sales, but usually they have a huge amount of experience and they are confident in other ways. But for you, chances are you're just trying to get started. So yeah, make sure you've got a good opinion of yourself. Number 3, read, meditate, journal 10 minutes to center your focus. This again is just to be grounded, like to know what your focus actually needs to be. Just 10 minutes, relaxation, rest, writing down in your journal, whatever you need to do, whatever calms you down and gets you centered for the day. This is going to basically do 2 things. Number 1, again, get you totally focused on the goal, remembering to even do your task list, remembering to take care of yourself, do well in sales. Number 2, it's also going to keep you away from like the distractions, the phone, you calling your friends when you're meant to be working, like, scrolling social media, watching. You don't do it as much when you meditate and when you read and when you're mindful of what you're doing, because you're observing yourself. For example, if I go to TikTok right now, right, I actually have TikTok blocked, right? So when I click on TikTok, it just doesn't open. It's blocked on. I have this app called Opal, but I would have never done that unless I was meditating, and unless I realized, like, oh shit, I'm spending a little bit too much time on social media. If you never take a minute to just observe yourself, take a second, how are you ever going to know if you're overspending time somewhere, or if you're not doing, the right tasks? But yeah, whatever. So whatever your way of being mindful is, just do that. Get outside, hit the gym for at least 30 minutes. I've explained why this is all important, and this all kind of ties into the same boat. So yeah, just take care of yourself, lads. Like, be healthy, and make sure you're mindful, right? Number 5, post once daily on social media or whatever platform you want. So if it's Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, I wouldn't really recommend Snapchat, to be honest. You're not going to make many business connections on Snapchat. Personally, I recommend Twitter because that's where I made my connections. That's where I made my money. But the reason this is important as well is, again, just to build up a brand of yourself. So when you're doing outreach, when you're sending these 25 messages a day, you basically have a CV. You have something that these business owners can look at and verify you, right? Again, my Twitter is blocked right now. So again, like I showed you, the app is blocked, so I can't pull it up. But yeah, I have like 8,700 followers on Twitter. When I text somebody, they're going to fucking reply. They're going to answer. And furthermore, they're going to see all of the work that I've been documenting, putting in, right? If you feel like you can't document any work in sales, you can. I was documenting before I ever landed a role. I was just talking about what my plans were, how much work I was going to put in when I landed a role, how much outreach I was doing to land a role, right? There's always something you can post about. I was also posting about my gym sessions. So just post something showing that you're going to be a good employee, essentially. That's what you're trying to, show. I know, like, the word employee in the kind of online space, like, you don't want to be an employee, but like, let's be real. An appointment setter, you're an employee. A closer, you're an employee, right? So just, submit to it now. You're trying to get a sales job. So it doesn't matter what you call yourself. You just want to show that you're a consistent guy and you can post on social media. And then number 6, review one of your own calls or run a mock call with a fellow member. So again, this task can be changed around depending on where you are. If you haven't got a role just yet, review one of my calls. Or again, set up a call with somebody else within the group. I'm pretty sure that you guys can text each other. If you can't, just let me know, and I'll try make a setting, or I'll make a group chat or something on school so we can do that. But basically, this whole task, it's quite specific here. Review one of your own calls or run a mock call with a fellow member. But this whole task here is just upgrade your skill set, right? So every single day, You need to be looking at something that's going to help your skills, that, you know, you're reviewing something. It doesn't have to be specifically review a call, but again, watch a training session, take some notes on a training. But overall, again, lads, you can swap these tasks to whatever helps you best, right? To whatever makes you feel the best, whatever. But the non-negotiables is like, you need to be doing outreach, you need to be posting on social media. That's just how it is. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, and again, don't look, if you care about what your family thinks, or you care about what your friends are going to think, and you're posting, and look, well, then you don't want to make a lot of money. So what? Doesn't make a difference to me, right? I know for a fact that posting on social media is going to make you more money. It's going to get you easier connections. It's going to get you to take a step into roles much, much easier. If you don't want to do it, no issue, but you're the one that's wasted your money on the course then, if you're not going to follow along what I'm saying. So yeah, like, but again, that's the task list. That's the premise of it. Massively, massively helps. So yeah, get to work, create your own task list, ping me with ideas as well of different tasks that you can do. But I've basically covered everything here. Just take care of your health, make sure that you're doing outreach, you're trying to land the role, make sure you're upping your skill set, and be mindful of yourself so you know what changes to make in future. That's the premise of these tasks. But overall, like, yeah, the whole idea is mindset is 90% of sales. Mindset in terms of just getting the work done. So keep going for it. Let's work, man.